Earlier we have seen the definition of the catalysis, where we have seen that some reactions are basically very slow. In order to increase the rate of reaction, we have to use certain substances. These substances, they speed up the reaction, or they increase the velocity of a reaction, or they change the rate of reaction, or they also alter the rate of reaction. So the change in reaction path or velocity or the speed of a reaction, that is brought about with the help of certain substances, and these substances are known as a catalyst. So the reactions which are basically slow, they have to increase, they have to proceed further by using certain added substances from outside. These act as the catalyst. So by mere presence of all such substances, the reaction rate is changed or reaction rate is altered. So in simpler terms, catalyst and the phenomenon of catalysis can be defined as any substance which enhances, increases, or alters the rate of chemical reaction, and which remains chemically intact at the end of chemical reaction is known as the catalyst, and this phenomenon which involves the use of these substances is known as a catalysis. So these substances which brought about the chemical change, the substances which brought about the chemical change are known as the catalyst. These substances may be either in solid state or in liquid state or in gaseous state. In this regard, yesterday we have seen that if the oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide in presence of atmospheric oxygen is to be carried out, then by mere carrying out the reaction in absence of any substance, the reaction was very slow. That means indirectly the quantity of the product that is obtained at the end, that is very less. So these, the quantity of the products that is to be increased by using certain substances, these are known as a catalyst. In this regard, we have seen vanadium pentoxide or platinum is the best catalyst which catalytically oxidizes sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. Now, the catalysts, those are used in reactions, those may be in solid state, in liquid state, or in gaseous state. So, these catalytic reactions are further classified into two main classes. The first class is known as the homogeneous type of catalysis, and second, that is known as a heterogeneous type of catalysis. In these two classes, the reactions are classified. Those reactions which are speeded up by the certain added substances from outside. Sometimes a question may be asked on MCQ type that who discovered or who coined the word that is a catalysis, or who discovered the phenomenon of catalysis. You should remember that the scientist J.J. John Jacob Berzelius in the year 1835, J.J. Berzelius has coined this particular definition of catalysis, where the substance, by mere presence of such substances, the reaction rate is increased or the rate of reaction is enhanced. So these catalytic reactions are broadly classified into two classes, homogeneous and heterogeneous type of catalysis. So we shall study these two types one by one by taking into account the representative examples. I am giving very simple chemical reactions so that you will very easily remember these reactions during your exam time. So somewhere I have given the similar type of reactions during the study of this topic. I have given or I have repeated the similar type of reactions. So the same reaction that can be represented for so many classifications of reactions or the different types of reaction. So I have not given different reactions for different types. So I have used the same reaction so as to represent these types and the classification of reactions. So the first classification of catalytic reaction is a homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. A homogeneous type of catalytic reaction can be defined as those reactions or those catalytic reactions in which the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter or both are in the same phase of matter. For example, if in a particular reaction, if the reactants are in solid state, the catalyst must be in solid state. In certain reactions, if the reactants are in gaseous state, the catalyst must also be in the same state of matter, that is a gaseous state. Or if the reactants are in liquid state, the catalyst must also be in the same state of matter, that is a liquid state. So in brief, one should remember that during a catalytic reactions, when the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter or both are dispersed as a homogeneous phase, all such reactions are known as homogeneous type of catalytic reactions. So we shall see the representative examples of these reactions one by one. You can also write during my explanation that we have started with the classification of catalytic reactions. Classification of catalytic reactions. In this regard, the catalytic reactions are classified in two main classes: homogeneous catalysis, and the second class is known as the heterogeneous catalysis. Now, just now I have mentioned that in case of homogeneous type of catalysis, here this type of catalysis can be defined as when the reactants and the catalyst when the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter or both are in the same phase or both are in the same state of matter. Under such circumstances, the class of reaction is known as a homogeneous type of catalysis. For example, if we take for instance A plus B and C is a catalyst which should be always written in a square bracket, gives the product as a DEF. The content that we have written on left hand side, which are known as the reactants, and the contents which we have written in front of the arrow, which is known as the products. So when these reactants and the catalysts both are in the same state of matter, this is known as the homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Now in this regard, if we try to see the representative example, then for example, this is a C2H5OH. This is known as we know, this is known as ethyl alcohol. C2H5OH is an ethyl alcohol with another reactant CS3COOH. This is known as the acetic acid as we know. So this reaction in simpler terms is known as esterification. What is esterification? Formation of a ester is known as esterification reaction. So when ethyl alcohol reacts with acetic acid, they can form the product as CS3COOC2H5. This is known as ethyl acetate plus H2O. Now, this is a formation of ester known as esterification. As we know that ethyl alcohol, we have seen in the laboratory, it is in liquid state. Acetic acid, as we have seen, it is in liquid state. In order to enhance or in order to increase the rate of this reaction, we have to use the catalyst. Here, catalyst used is a sulfuric acid, which is also in liquid state. So the reactants, ethyl alcohol, acetic acid, and the catalyst all are in the same state. That is, the reactants are in liquid state and the catalyst is also in liquid state. So when the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter, this is known as the homogeneous type of catalytic reactions. Another reaction may also be given as, this is the first reaction, the second reaction, that is the oxidation of sulfur dioxide with this atmospheric oxygen in presence of a steam. This is the main or fundamental equation to manufacture sulfuric acid by lead chamber process. This is a skeletal equation for the manufacture of lead chamber process. Here, no doubt, sulfuric acid that is produced by the union of sulfur dioxide, atmospheric oxygen and steam. Here, as we know, sulfur dioxide is in gaseous state. Oxygen, as we know, it is in gaseous state and this is the steam. So, all our reactants are in one state, that is in gaseous state, and here the catalyst which is used to speed up this particular chemical reaction, this catalyst is oxides of nitrogen, or this is also known as a nitric oxide. This is known as a nitric oxide, which is also in the same state of matter. So the reactants are in gaseous state. The catalyst is also in gaseous state. This is the best known example of homogeneous type of catalytic reaction where the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter, that is in liquid state. Another reaction that may also be given as the oxidation of carbon monoxide. This is known as a carbon monoxide. In presence of atmospheric oxygen, this carbon monoxide is converted or oxidized into carbon dioxide. In this case, again, the oxides of nitrogen are used as a best suitable catalyst. Here, as we know, carbon monoxide is in gaseous state, oxygen is also in gaseous state, and the oxides of nitrogen, that is nitric oxide, is also in the same state of matter. So this is also a best known example of homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. So homogeneous type of catalytic reactions are those where the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter. All such reactions are grouped under the homogeneous type of catalytic reaction, or one can say that here the word homogeneous, the word homo means have the contents or the reactants are in the same state of matter. So the homogeneous type of catalytic reactions are those where the reactants and the catalyst both are in the same state of matter. Here this classification is made strictly depending upon the state of reactants and the state of catalyst both are in the same state here, irrespective of the phase or the state of the product thus obtained. So this is how is known as the homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Now the second class that we have to study is the heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Now the second class is known as the heterogeneous catalysis or heterogeneous catalytic reactions. Heterogeneous catalysis. Now the hetero word means it is different. The word hetero indicates the different. That means, in simpler terms, we can define heterogeneous catalysis is nothing but when the reactants, as we know, which we have written on LHS of the arrow, when the reactants and the catalyst both are in two or more different states, when the reactants and the catalyst both are in different states of matter, or both are in different phases, either reactants are in solid state, the catalyst in liquid state, or if the reactants are in gaseous state, the catalyst may be in solid state, or if the reactants are in liquid state, the catalyst may be in gaseous state. So this is how the reactants and the catalyst both are dispersed as a homogeneous phase, sorry, both are dispersed as a different states of matter. They comprise what is known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reactions. So the heterogeneous type of catalytic reactions are those where the reactants and the catalyst both are in two different states of matter. All such reactions where the reactants and the catalyst both are in two different states of matter. This is known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Now, if we look at the different representative examples in this category, that is heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction, yesterday we have seen one best known example, that is the skeletal equation for the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Here, the oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide takes place in presence of atmospheric oxygen. Basically, this reaction is very slow, but the rate of reaction or the velocity or the speed of a reaction that can be increased by using a suitable catalyst, that is known as a vanadium pentoxide. Now, sulfur dioxide is in gaseous state, oxygen is in gaseous state, but the catalyst vanadium pentoxide is in solid state. Here, the reactants are in gaseous state and the catalyst is in solid state. So, there are two different states of matter, reactants in gaseous state and the catalyst vanadium pentoxide in solid state. This is an example of heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Another representative example may also given, that ammonia, that is used as a chemical. Besides its use as a chemical, ammonia can be used as a best fertilizer because it contains maximum percentage of nitrogen, which is used for the farmers so as to supply for the food giving plants. This, besides its use as a chemical, this ammonia that can be used as a starting material so as to manufacture ammonium sulfate as a fertilizer. This ammonia can be manufactured by using N2 plus thrice H2 gives twice NH3. This is a fundamental equation for the manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process, because Max Born and Fritz Haber, they have formulated this particular product, and hence this is known as a Haber's process or Haber-Bosch process. Here, one part of nitrogen intimately mixed with 3 parts of hydrogen and the reaction is brought about. Our aim is to increase the percentage conversion of ammonia from the given amount of nitrogen and hydrogen. This reaction is basically very slow, but as per our definition, if we add certain substances, those can alter the rate of reaction, or those can change the rate of reaction, or those can increase the rate of reaction. Here, oxides of iron, that is Fe2O3, what we call as a ferric oxide. This ferric oxide, which when added during this course of a reaction, then the rate of reaction is enormously increased and maximum amount of nitrogen and hydrogen unite to form this ammonia. That is, the percentage conversion is increased just by adding ferric oxide as a catalyst. Here, as we know, nitrogen that is present in atmospheric air about 72%. Hydrogen is also in gaseous state, but the catalyst ferric oxide is in solid state. So gaseous reactants and solid state catalysts, they form two different states of matter. Hence this is also the best known example of heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction, where the reactants are in solid state and the reactants are in gaseous state, and the catalyst is in solid state. So they comprise two different states of matter. Hence it is a heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. Another reaction can also be given as the mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. This mixture is known as the water gas, or this is also known as the blue gas. Now, if we want to obtain hydrogen from water gas, then we have to mix with this water gas a steam. Here it is showing only few minutes are left. Now here, the mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is known as a water gas or blue gas in presence of a steam. This can form CO2, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen gas is formed. Now, in the normal course of this reaction, the rate of reaction or the velocity of reaction is very slow. In order to increase the rate of reaction, we have to add certain substances from outside. Those substances definitely increase or they definitely alter the rate of reaction. In this case, again, if we add ferric oxide as a catalyst, which is present in solid state, which is dark brown in color, which is a solid. Last year you have prepared this ferric oxide during your gravimetric analysis, gravimetric estimation of iron. So that brown colored powder is nothing but it is a ferric oxide which acts as a best catalyst. So during this oxidation process, this is mere oxidation of water gas to form carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Ferric oxide plays a very important role in the oxidation of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide. So when the reaction completed, the same catalyst could be used for years together. So this is how we can use the same substance for years together. So the catalyst can be recovered once again and it can be used forever. So it is not necessary to use different catalyst for the same reaction. So this is how these are the three representative examples where the reactants and the catalyst both are in two different states of matter is known as the heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. So in conclusion, we can say that in case of the catalytic type of reactions, we have seen that in the classification of catalytic reactions, where the reactions can be conveniently classified into two classes, the homogeneous and the heterogeneous catalysis. In both these cases, we have considered the state of reactants and the state of catalysts. If the states of catalyst and the reactants, if it is same, it is known as a homogeneous type of catalytic reaction. And if the states of the reactants and the catalysts if are different, then all such reactions are grouped under the heterogeneous type of catalytic reaction. And as per our definition, that those substances which are used as a catalyst, those substances can be recovered intact at the end of a chemical reaction, and that substance which is recovered at the end of a reaction could be used for years together to carry out all such reactions where such types of catalysts are to be used. So this is how we have seen in all 6 different reactions under the category homogeneous and heterogeneous type of category reaction. So all these reactions which are basically slow in nature. So far we have studied 6 different types of reactions under the category, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous type of reactions. All these 6 reactions are basically very slow. The rate or the speed of all these reactions is very slow, and hence to increase or to alter, to change the rate of reaction, we have added certain substances from outside. These substances play a very vital role in increasing the rate of reaction. So these substances are known as a catalyst, and those reactions which involves the use of catalyst either in solid, liquid or in gaseous state, all such reactions are known as the catalysis or catalytic type of reactions where the substance plays a very important role. So this is how we have finished the classification of catalysts.